Hey RVers and future RVers, it's Mikey B with Beckley's RVs coming to you with a head turner. This thing is sleek and it's got some eyes. Behind me is all new from Grand Design, the Serenova. We're gonna cover the 160LG model today. Come along with us. All right, super excited about this product. It is very sleek, and again, like I said, just eye-popping looks to it. But more importantly, it comes with some awesome features that you're not gonna find on a traditional single axle, small footprint camper like this. Let's go through some of the exterior features. Up front, the first thing that I'm gonna love when I'm go camping with this thing is an automatic stabilizing system. We have all the controls here to not only help unload the camper, but also to help with our stabilization jacks. They're all power, and again, push button, super cool. I love this front windshield. You'll see that, stick with us when we get inside, but it's very nice panoramic windshield to give us a great visibility of our scenic campsite, if you will. Tons of storage. I'm very impressed with the amount of storage in this little camper. Again, a 20-foot travel trailer, well, 16-foot model, however you want to call it, typically doesn't have a lot of storage. But Grand Design has done a great design and innovation on making it happen. So first, up front here, we have a magnetic catch. The baggage doors, when you touch them, you can even feel how thick it is. This camper is super well insulated. We have plenty of storage here, and then you'll see when we get to the back even more. They have an awesome door here that's kind of adopted like that airport kind of airplane style door. Very secure, very robust, and more importantly, no water intrusion. Aluminum step, which is really cool to have. It just, man, it just makes, steel over time, rust. This is gonna make in, out a lot easier breeze down the line. We have a spray port that we are gonna be able to hose down anything on the awning side, along with our electric. Because you guys know me, I love party-o patty time. I need my electric, I need some stuff to be able to throw on a great party. And speaking of party-o patty time, we have a power awning, a Girard awning that just push button, come out and give me some great coverage for my door side. Now this is the storage that I was talking about. Again, nice heavy duty baggage door. I have the window kicked out a little bit so I can't attach it here with the magnets, but look how much of that cavity space that we have. We can really store a ton of stuff, and they even have a nice floor covering that's a more industrial grade to take that beating for all our gear coming and going. Down here we have a propane hookup so we can hook up that grill, make sure we get some good food in our belly over the weekend. On the back side is a continuation of that same storage. So that way if you have something even more wide to stow, we have a great way to pull that in and out. This is, you'll see here on our utility side in a second, this is a 50 amp powered travel trailer. Don't know if you're gonna need it. All my camping with a single air conditioner typically only need a 30 amp, but hey, why not? Grand Design, let's overdo it and make sure that we travel very comfortably. Below here we have a class 1 receiver, which is usually about rated for about a couple 100 pounds. But again, just throwing some bikes on here or maybe a little bit of firewood, this is a great addition, especially if you have an SUV. We're gonna have a backup camera that gives us that visibility getting into some of those strange places with some confidence. And up on the roof, we can't see it, but we have solar power to be able to juice up our 12-volt batteries, as well as an inverter that it can take a lithium battery. So if you don't wanna do that wet battery, right out of the gate, you can throw a lithium battery. Grand Design's got you covered. Again, I mentioned 50 amp hookup. On this side, we have a little bit of storage, but this is really dedicated for all our hookups. Grand Design's done a great job with putting everything here centrally located. We have our battery and our solar disconnects along with our solar power panel, a couple of extra outlets, our inputs for our cable, water, and another spray port that has additional hot water with this. We have our gray and black tank valves that are recessed inside, which is great because we always talk about heated floor doors. But hey, if the knife valves are not heated, then I don't care. You're gonna have something freeze up. And speaking of insulation, you gotta do your homework and check out the insulation. Not only an R30 floor, but it's heated, R40 ceiling. This thing is ready for long stays in the colder temps. We have a Furion water heater on demand, so if you're singing in the shower, as long as you've got fresh water coming in, you'll be able to sing that whole song. Now we're gonna kind of squeeze in here. It's kind of difficult, but something that I noticed right away when I was getting up underneath and checking it all out, there's this blue component to the suspension. I had to do a little reading. This is a Dexter independent suspension setup, which is really cool. It allows our single axles to take that much more road absorption independently. Just like your vehicle, we're not gonna feel all those bumps and bruises going down the road as much. More importantly, all your gear is gonna be safe inside. But there was one really cool key feature that was beyond just that independent suspension. They have a tow assist. It really gives us that extra electronic stability, tow sway control, if you will, to again, just making sure this travel trailer is tracking down the road very well behind us. Of course, you're gonna have your furnace, and last but not least, we have just a little extra dedicated storage space here up underneath the booth seat, just to finalize again how much storage does this camper actually have. So I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of stuff to cover, and I'm sure I missed some things, but some of the exterior features on this Grand Design Serenova 160LG. All right, so inside is even more of a head turner than the outside. So if you really enjoyed what you saw outside, when you come in, it's gonna be, hey, slow down, sit down, kind of just absorb this awesome look. Again, this is a Serenova 160LG. Let's get into some of this floor plan here. Up front, you're gonna have this awesome U-shaped dinette. Now, technically this camper has one bed, but we can sleep this into another bed. So if it's two people, great, awesome. As you can see, plenty of space. But if we do get some extra camping buddies, we can not only convert this into a bed, but we have more leg room, more elbow room to make sure coffee time is enjoyable. But what I really love about this camper, as you guys watch behind me, we go through this floor plan, is the windows. We have this huge panoramic window up front that really is eye-catching. Again, I can imagine myself at a campsite. We go to racetracks and watch a lot of races. Even if it's a little cold, windy, whatever, I could probably just watch everything right from here. We have opposing windows on the sides that open up, really allow some cross ventilation, some fresh air, if you will. But at night, if you want to block this all out, we have a lot going on here. We have a blackout shade up front for this huge window, and then each window thereafter has not only a screen that we can keep the bugs out, but also a nice privacy curtain too. And as you guys can see, this snaps together, magnetized, so we can kind of change that as we need. Along with this really well insulated campers, also these insulated windows. They have a lot of latches, what gives me that real great security feeling. I don't have to worry about water, but again, dual pane, just like your house, helps with the insulation factor, the sweating, etc. All right, back to this table. Again, regardless of where I'm sitting, especially you have a little bit of a tight corner here, this is a really cool, innovative design that Grand Design has. We can, as you guys can see, we can slide the table back and forth. We can also slide it a little bit forward and back, just in case I ate a little too much. I can move it out of the way to make sure that I'm comfortable. Again, we have the opposing window, but also back on this corner, we have a 12-volt TV. So I, again, just kind of settling myself at night, I could just see myself legs spread, you know, kind of stretched out, kicking back and watching a TV show or a movie. And above me is a lot of cabinets. Again, pay attention as we go through this whole floor plan, but there's tons of storage inside to match all that storage on the outside. These are, if I read it correctly, Italian imported wood cabinets. So this is really, really neat, kind of a European fresh look that they're bringing to this camper overall. Really strong hinges, by the way, and you'll see even on the drawers as you open and close them, really nice drawer glides to go along with that. So what I'm saying is, man, I'm gonna get some longevity out of this camper for sure. All right, let's switch here. Right next to the booth, we have a 12-volt refrigerator freezer, which again is a really cool kind of a, I don't want to say a European style, but we have an ice chest at the bottom and then a really nice deep refrigerator on the top. Again, camper for two. This is going to be probably plenty for you guys. I still bring a cooler, so hey, you may still want to do that. Like I said, all the drawers have a really nice drawer glide, so when I pulled these out for the first time, they slid very well, and more importantly, when they close pretty strong. You're gonna have, coming in right inside the door, you're gonna have a lot of your controls. There's some really cool lighting that you can go. I know it's a really bright day today, but it's maybe hard to see, but we have lighting, kind of accent lighting above the cabinets as well as below the cabinets. Pretty much these controls are gonna be like your awning, some of your appliances like your water heater, things like that. Getting into the kitchen area, again, great use of space here that they've very innovative and making sure they give us RVers everything we need. From top down, we've got tons of cabinetry at the top, even a couple light switches in here for these accent lighting. But look at all this counter space with a nice little pull out power receptacle. We got 12 volt or 110 based on what we need. But we can obviously get that out of the way if not. Induction cook stove. So this is really cool. If you haven't done some reading on it, check it out. But essentially we'll need a special pot just to make sure that it activates, but it's cool to the touch right after you cook. And if you don't want to do that or need some extra prep, you have a convection microwave. So not only does it zap that food or make that bag of popcorn real quick, but a convection oven is essentially like a heat, like a air fryer, kind of swirls that heat around and really cooks whatever's in there like an oven. Again, tons of storage. Look at all these drawers. We have a set of 4 here and then 1 more underneath the microwave. So all my kitchen utensils and then some have plenty of space that I can divide it all up. We have a really nice large faucet head here, along with a soap dispenser, nice drying rack, and a pretty deep size sink for, again, this small footprint of a trailer. All right, opposite of the kitchen is our dry bath. Again, very important word in that, dry. So many 16-foot single axle floor plans have a small bathroom and or a wet bath, but this is really well designed. They've done a great job maximizing the space. I have a pretty good shower. I just gotta watch my head. I'm 6'1", so my head is in the bubble, but the overall interior height is 6'6", so I got plenty of space and I'm not losing any hair, knocking my head along any roof rafters or air conditioning or anything. Really nice large spray nozzle head here that we can get soaked up and rinsed off. And I love these screens. They're so much easier to use, especially when you're camping. You're just kind of in and out real quick. Opposite of the shower is going to be a lot, again, more storage. Nice medicine cabinet that they've integrated inside the wall here, and kind of doubled up on the space here that we have. Of course, our toilet space, but a little pull down sink here that just maximizes, again, the space inside this bathroom. And I love windows in the bathroom. I know you're probably gonna have the blinds down, but I'm telling you, a window in the bathroom along with a vent just going to allow circulation, not only get that smell out of the air, but more importantly get that hot shower moisture exhausted out. And it's really cool. They made a nice barn door style door, which is super smart, because imagine if you're standing here swinging a door open and close, that's just going to get in the way. So good job, Grand Design, on that one. All right, and then last but not least, the master bed. This is super comfortable. I'm not sure what mattress that they have, but you guys have been out shopping, you know, man, these RV mattresses are but I can imagine having all these windows open on a nice spring night or fall night and just really getting some great sleep. Again, I'm 6'1". This is a true 60 by 80 queen bed, so I have plenty of space here. Might have to elbow somebody next to me just in case I roll over, but we got plenty of space for 2 adults. Check out all the cabinetry storage above us. Again, tons of storage. So this thing weighs about 4,400 pounds. You have 1,000 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. I think you could easily fill it up if you want. Again, all 3 windows open up. As you guys can see here, we have again the screen and the blackout or the shade here, but all these windows open up, and they open out big too, which is really great. Jalousie windows have a limitation. Typically they only open up a little bit. This sucker is going to go almost 90 degrees out. We have a TV back here dedicated for the bedroom area, so if you want to shake up some of the viewing with his and hers, certainly have two ends of the camper with two TVs, and that way everybody's happy. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Super excited this floor plan. Again, hope you loved it. This is all new for 2025. This is the Grand Design Serenova 160LG. All right, so hope you really enjoyed this walkthrough of this brand new camper. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Again, to remind you, it's by Grand Design. It's called the Serenova. Right now, currently, they have this one floor plan, the 160LG. I'm super impressed. It's definitely going to be a head turner. More importantly, if it's in your driveway, it's going to be a head turner for you every time you go to work and come back home. You got to get in it. Check it out, do some homework. There's tons more to talk about. I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Comment below, I don't know, first impressions, questions. There's, again, tons to go over on this camper. And everybody, show us some love, smash that subscribe button. Again, I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. We'll see you at the campsites.